Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday. It's been almost 8 days since I have made a video or anything. I just decided to take a much needed break from making videos and just kind of refocus myself and kind of, where are those birds coming from? That's crazy. Kind of refocus myself, and I've been reading my Bible in the morning, which I'm about to get ready to do, eat some eggs. And last week was one crazy week. It felt like I was living in the Twilight Zone. Had some unexpected, whoa, that bird scared the mess out of me. Had some unexpected family things that occurred last week. And it was a pretty rough week. I'm glad that everything worked out, and yeah, we're just trying to move forward now. So I do want to try to get back into my vlogs and stop overthinking so much. Like I think I said before in my previous vlog, but yeah, I am using my DJI Osmo camera though, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some eggs and get the day started. I love making my eggs in the morning. Oh, I need a... It's just like my own little time and my own little moment of solitude before all the chaos of the day. And again, it's Sunday, so I don't have too much planned today. Oh shoot. But like I said, I do hear Cadence up, and I don't think he's gonna go back to sleep, but I'm not gonna get him yet. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to eat my eggs. Today I need to get everything ready for tomorrow. It's the start of the week. Kids are going back to school. I need to take down Carly's hair because it's been up for 2 weeks. So took her hair down and trying to get some laundry folded. I don't know. I've really been I've been super discouraged from folding laundry because there's so much laundry, and I don't know. It's just one of my chores that I just refuse to do. I just can't put my mind to do it. Yes, my pajamas are not matching right now either. I'm wearing this pajama top with some Christmas pajama pants. That's just what it is. And like I said, gonna make me some eggs here. I need to figure out what we're gonna have for dinner because I don't want to have to be thinking about that later. Just want to make sure I get everything situated and in order before the week starts tomorrow. Yes. I've also been reading some of my Bible in the morning, and it's definitely been helping the course of my day. I started doing it last week, Monday, and I've actually been taking a break. I haven't been making any videos. It's been like almost 8 days since I made videos, but I've also haven't like been on YouTube or any other social media. I've just been trying to like be in the moment and find other things to do when I get like bored, and instead of just like scrolling and being like mindless and brainless. So I've just been taking the time to do that and just trying to start new habits and I don't know, just being better. So those are kind of my goal for the new month. And yeah, it's like you can start over so many times if you want to in this life, this thing called life. It does not matter. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Also feel like I've been asking myself a lot, like, who am I and who do I want to be besides just being a mom and stuff, and just thinking so deep on it, and realizing that I lacked, how do I put it? I lacked like the spiritual part of being a mother and not seeing how important, you know, my role is as a mother, instead of constantly asking myself, who am I? Who am I? I'm more than just being a mom, and just actually just surrendering. So surrendering to God and realizing that He wouldn't give me too much that I couldn't bear. And even though some days are harder than others, some days I just want to give up, I can't give up because He gave me this gift, and I need to surrender, and I need to be who He wants me to be. And so that's something that I'm also working on. I'm working on surrendering myself to God and just getting back into my spirituality, like my deeper self, and not just always questioning who am I. And I don't know, once I realized that last week, it was like this, like fireworks, like going off in my head, like, oh, because I was actually able to just sit there and ponder, instead of, like I said, being brainless, was just scrolling on my phone. Like actually sitting and having this conversation with myself and really thinking about this and being in God's word. So that's something new that I'm trying to do. But also, like I said, I want to surrender myself, and I also want to find myself in this new journey, if that makes sense. Like doing both and having that balance, but not just constantly asking myself, who am I? If that makes sense. Because deep down, I do know who I am. It's just a matter of surrendering, if that makes sense. I think it do. Okay, so if you feel me, you feel me. If you don't, you just don't. So, but yeah. My reading because this little man is up. This little man is up. It's currently 7:54, so I'm going to turn on the TV. And Kai, Carly, and Kamari are still asleep. My husband went back to sleep too, so I'm gonna get him a little breakfast snack and try to finish my eggs and have my coffee. You gonna let mommy do that? Can I have a kiss? Look, watch. He'll bring his forehead. Can I have a kiss? Oh. Kissy. Okay, I am back. I think it's about 10 o'clock. I just put Cadence down for his nap. Kai is still sleeping. Carly is downstairs helping my husband make pancakes, and Kamari is still sleeping too. I'm about to just get myself together because I'm feeling like this drag, like there's this cloud over my head right now, and I think it's because, for one, I still got my scarf on, I'm still in my pajamas, and I'm just gonna take a shower so I can just feel a little put together and feel a little bit like myself, because I know I can get myself out of this funk. And I'm gonna start by taking a shower, so let's do it. Oof, that shower that I just took, amazing. I just went ahead and also put on my facial stuff too. Now, I do not put all this stuff on my face every single day because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be lazy. But I have the, what is it? I hope you guys can see, the Cetaphil vitamin C serum that I applied on my face. Also the Cetaphil hydrating eye gel cream, this here. And then I also applied the hyaluronic acid hydrating serum too. I think I got this from TJ Maxx. And I also added the Cetaphil rich hydrating cream for my face and neck, and then of course top it all off with some Cetaphil lotion. Now this is what I put on my skin every single day, but sometimes I just skip over all the rest of the products because sometimes I don't feel like doing all that, you know. I just don't. And some just regular lotion does the trick most days. So yeah, I definitely feel better. I definitely feel better after I just took that shower. Because it's like sometimes almost like my mind and body is telling me like, girl, you need to put yourself first for a few minutes. And when I don't do that, I just feel like this slug, this just not feeling like myself. So, and I know too, my cycle is coming like any day now, today, tomorrow. And once it does come, it's like this, finally. So I'm just waiting for that just so I can feel better, completely better. So yeah, I'm gonna just fix my hair, probably add a little more lotion to my face, and yeah. But yeah, so if my energy seems a little off or a little drag, it's because my cycle is coming and I'm just going through this new evolution and just a huge journey. It's funny because last night I had a dream that my tooth had fell out. I think it was this tooth. I thought it was my front tooth, but it felt so weird and I could feel it dropping from my gums and just sitting in my mouth. And I'm like, I remember doing this and going to the bathroom and it's just in my hand and it freaked me out. It felt so real. Like it felt very, very real. It was so vivid. And I looked up what that could mean. I've had a moment or a dream like that before, but not often. And I read that when you dream that your tooth is falling out, it's like transformation, a lot of change, like anxiety, big things that are changing in your life, yeah, or just hormonal changes. And I think it's just all of the above because that was crazy. But yeah, where is my scrunchie? I feel like I'm definitely going through a lot of changes right now, and I'm just trying to keep up. I'm just trying to just go through it. That's all we can do, right? Just go through the changes. And I'm just gonna add just a little concealer to my face, and that's about it. I am here. I am done. I'm not going anywhere today. I just got on this basic NYC t-shirt and just some sweats because that's all I can do today. So I'm gonna catch y'all in a bit. Hey, I got Mr. Kai there, we got Kay, and we got Carly over there. We are about to head out to go to the farmer's market. They're like, but yeah, I gotta get out of the house. It's 12:48. My husband and our oldest Kamari, they're going to the gym to play basketball. That's usually what they do on Sundays for a couple hours. So I figure, why not just put all those chores and that long to-do list that I was about to try to get into, and it just felt like it was just dragging me down today. Why not just put that to the side and just get out, because it's like 55 degrees, which is, it don't sound that warm, but it's pretty warm for where we live. And it's Sunday, and I just need to get out before this week starts, because why not, you know? So let's go see if we can go to the farmer's market and see how long these kids last once we're out. So let's go. Guys, I am back. Now, I know I did say previously that we were going to go to the farmer's market, but it wasn't a lot of vendors out there. I did pull up and just kind of scope the area, and I was like, nah. So we ended up coming to Goodwill, and it's been a minute since I came to Goodwill, but I had all the babies with me, and it was so nice because this man who was walking around or browsing in Goodwill, and he was like, oh, they're so well mannered, that means you're such a good mom. And it just made me feel good when I get little I don't know, positive reinforcers, or like people who notice my kids or whatever, and it just makes me feel good as a mom. But I'm gonna show y'all some of the things that we got. Carly wants this dog in here, but I got this little photo. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says, it's a frame. It says, be kind, have faith, be honest, be thankful, smile often, stay humble, love always. And this was only $4.99. And we got some books. I got a bunch of books for the kids. Here's your dog, Carly. We got books for the kids. And I actually found myself a good little read too. It's called The Gift of Failure. And you know their books are always cheap. But I only spent like 30 bucks. That's it. And I got Kai some pants too. I couldn't really browse how I wanted to because I got the kids and it's a, oh, I thought I put earrings on. It's a lot of people in there right now. So I couldn't really like get into looking at everything how I wanted to. But next time when I come on myself, you best believe I'm going to be looking at everything that I can. But did you guys have fun? You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, so I'm about to head away from the Goodwill. Maybe stop at Starbucks or something. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. So, let's go. Water. We are finally back home. Oh, shoot. Wait, small. Okay. I want to show some of the books that I got the kids. So we got this I Am Panda book. Also just sanitized everything too that the kids are playing with and that we got. So we got this little book, Peekaboo Farm. And then Amazing Animals. And it does work too. And then Cade is over there playing with my shoes. He was playing with the little, where's your I don't know. Alright. Here's the frame that I got. Let me turn this light off. Alright, so it says, be kind, have faith, be honest, be thankful, smile often, stay humble. So that's what I found. It's not even out of the package yet either. Little guy. And then we got a little car over here. Kai's already ditched. Clean that off. Look at this guy. Whoa. 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 Let me get this card right here. Oh, Carly, you want to show the people what you got? What you got? Okay, it seems to be that she's in a little mood, so I'm just gonna let her be in her mood. And then we also got this book. So Kai's really interested in that one, so I knew he would be, where he has to find all the little things. So he came right in. He was playing with the truck at first, but he got this book and just sat down with it, so yeah. And then I found this book. It's called The Gift of Failure, How the Best Parents Learn to Let Go So Their Children Can Succeed. I'm definitely looking forward to diving into this book. So I love finding good books from Goodwill. Like, I love thrifting books because it's always, you never know what you're going to find. It's always something good and like different stuff. So yeah, it was a nice little outing. I think we were only out for about an hour, but when you got 3 kids, especially 3 under 5, an hour is just enough time to get outside, get the feel, and then be like, okay, I think I'm ready. Because Carly eventually was like, oh, I'm ready to go home. So I'm like, okay, well, if she done said that, I probably got a few more minutes before one of them start acting crazy. So, well, not acting crazy, but, you know, being kids and not having a ton of patience right now. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get ready to go to the line. So we're back home. It's 2:41. The rest of the day, I was going to redo Carly's hair, but I think I'm just going to wait. I did like moisturize it with some leave-in conditioner and water in a spray bottle. So I think I'm going to try to take it down sometime this week. But I really don't want to overwhelm myself. And doing that task, that would have overwhelmed me. So I'm just going to kind of hang out, chill. Sounds like Kai went and got his tablet. Oh yeah, let me show Cadence. I also got these little pants. Okay, no. I got these little pants for Kai. They're like cargos. And they were only $3.99. And then I found this little blanket for Carly. I think this was like $3 too. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this stuff. This was the only like clothing stuff I got, I guess, and then the rest was just kind of like books, because there wasn't no way that these kids were gonna let me really browse the way I wanted to. So I had to keep it short, I had to keep it simple, and I had to keep it sweet. Ain't that right, Carly? Good morning, beautiful people. It is Monday.
Sorry, that application for the ADT.
Be right back, guys. I'm trying to vlog, y'all. I'm just trying to vlog, okay? I'm trying to vlog. I also have a goal to start making money too and be a millionaire as well, you know. So the first thing I need to do is press record, you know. You feel me? Anywho, it is currently Monday, October 27th. It's 8:08 a.m. and I just dropped Kamari off at school, and I'm getting everything situated so that way once I do get Kai and Carly up, Cadence is still asleep as well. He was up this morning, but he's still sleeping. But I am just, let me turn this around. Currently getting everything together. I'm going to put these books away and just putting out some activities for the kids. I got some little popsicle sticks so they can match, look at the fruits. And then I got this. I took some sand out for Carly because she needs some sensory activities throughout the day to keep her busy and entertained. And then I also took out some little worksheets so that way they can take a pencil or crayon or marker and trace the lines. Then I've got this literacy things. I'm thinking about cutting these out and letting them put the little pictures where they're supposed to go. But we'll see. We're going to see how the morning goes after breakfast. And then I got this little thing that I usually use for Kai so that way he can see visually what we got to do in the morning. So I'm going to take that upstairs once I get them up. And then I always keep books on the table for when they're eating breakfast. I'm going to put these away because these have been out for a while. And I like to rotate books out because they get bored, and sometimes when you put something away and then take it out like days later, it's almost like it's new again. So something I learned when I was in college and when I worked as a teacher. But yeah, it's something there's just so these kids have so many books over here that I need to go through. All these toys, once again, just coming out of the toy box, but that's okay. I'm gonna get these books this one out. Fall, let's take that one out and put this to the side. And this one, that's the one I got from Goodwill yesterday. And then we'll take out Grow Up David. And there was an old lady who smiled ABCs. We'll take this one out too. I need to do like another introductory type of video, but I'm just going to do it here. So if you're new and watching my videos, hello, thank you for clicking on the video. If you made it this far, I am Dava. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. Kamari is 13, Kai is 5, Carly is 4, and Cadence is 11 months. I have been a stay-at-home mom for about 4 years now. Before I was a stay-at-home mom, I taught in the schools. I have my education degree, and I'm married, of course. Yeah, and that's kind of who I am. I'm trying to get into, content. I've been doing content for a few years, and I'm trying to get more serious with it. Also trying to really get into motherhood, and also trying to intertwine my individuality with being a mom, if that makes sense. So to stop getting in my head so much about, being a stay-at-home mom, sometimes you can kind of get lost in it. But I don't want to get lost in it. I want to still have my individuality, but also connect more into motherhood. And like sometimes I forget that I was a teacher, and even though I teach my kids and stuff, I forget that I can use so many skills and so much into my motherhood journey, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to start the week off right and great today. It's not gonna be too much. I gotta get some of these books like out of here. Today isn't gonna be too much. Now Kai does start school today. Our 5-year-old Kai, he's autistic and he's nonverbal, and he has ABA therapy, which I think I've mentioned before. He does ABA therapy at our house every single day except for weekends. So he's about to start K5. He's only going 2 days a week, so today is his first day. And I'm so excited, and I know he's excited. But it's only for a few hours. He's going at the same time that Carly is going to be in school, so I'm going to have at least an hour and a half to myself. Yes! So I'm looking forward to that. We also got groceries coming today between 1 and 2, so I'll have some groceries to put away, and just going to kind of take it easy today, do some sensory activities, get some things done, and yeah, that's going to be what it is. So I want you guys to come along with me on this day, and let's see how much I can vlog. Hopefully I can vlog the whole day. I guess we shall see. But these are the books I'm going to put on the table for the kids. We got What is Fall? This is a cute one. I think I got this from the Scholastics book fair when Carly brought in her, or she brought her little Scholastics magazine home to order books. Then we got There Was an Old Lady Who Solved the ABCs. We got Grow Up David. David has been a pretty popular series recently in our house. The Very Hungry Caterpillar's First Fall. And then The Treasure Hunt for Boys, which this book has been pretty popular for about, well, since yesterday when I got it from Goodwill. So I'm going to put those on the table and put those on the table for the kids so they can look at when they're eating their breakfast. We got books, we got sensory, we got writing, we got some things. We got some things to do. All right, time for another water break. I ate eggs and sausage this morning, water, and I had coffee. But I always got to make sure I keep drinking water. That's something that I do all day long, just sipping on my water. And so now, I probably need to go switch the laundry out of the dryer, but I don't know. I'll probably do that once I go upstairs. And yeah, I got the kids' vitamins out. These are the vitamins that they take. So I give them the Yay Iron Dietary Supplement. It's chewable, recommended by their doctor. And then the Mary Ruth Multivitamin and the vitamin D3 that I got from Amazon. All these I got from Amazon. So those are the ones that they're going to be getting. Another thing I do in the morning is, we already got dishes in the sink and it's only 8 a.m. But I just like to go ahead and just make water in the sink so that way it can already just, the dishes can just be soaking already, because yeah, dishes don't stop, laundry don't stop, it don't stop.